Hello travelers, I'm Chris, welcome to Lorespire. In this video, I'm going to show you step by step how to become a devil through the Azata mythic path. There are spoilers in this video, but I keep them as minor as possible while still fully explaining the steps you have to take to become a devil. At the end of this video, I'll give my thoughts on the writing and story for the Azata to Devil Mythic Path sequence of events, so be sure to stick around for that. There are timestamps, so you can skip ahead if you like. At the start of Act 3, you'll get a quest from Avu to meet some new friends. Go to the area you see just north of Dresden on the world map, complete your quest, and shortly after that, a person named Early Sunset will show up in a story event in Dresden. Accept him as an advisor by choosing the fourth option, which says, "Nice to meet you, Early Sunset." The following 3 story events occur during Act 3, and to become a devil, you must take Early Sunset's advice for each event. The first event has Skerenthal the Rock Crusher coming to you. Choose the first option to accept Skerenthal's help, then Early Sunset will chime in with a warning. Here you need to choose the Evil Dialogue option. The next event has Kel Five Knives coming to you offering his assistance. Here you need to choose the lawful option to imprison Kel Five Knives. The last event has a group of orphans trying to join the war effort. Early Sunset's advice is a little more cryptic here, but the lawful dialogue option is what you need to choose here. Before we move on, I want to say that it is possible to get through Act 3 very quickly. If you are ready to assault the Midnight Fane and all 3 of these events have not yet happened, you need to do some more side missions and companion quests, and wait for these 3 events to occur before starting the assault. Now do me a favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out a ton and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Full disclosure, I am not 100% sure that this part is needed to gain access to the Devil Mythic Path. I've looked around at other guides and on forums and have been unable to determine if this is necessary. I'm including it here because to me it seems like it should be required to become a devil. In Act 4, as an Azata, there is a quest called Where's My Dragon, where Avu is abducted. This should trigger around the area of the middle city where you fight Mustafan, but you may have to pass through the area a couple of times to get it to trigger. Anyways, Early Sunset will contact you and tell you to return to the Nexus to talk to him in person. You can find him inside the cave next to the Midnight Fane portal. Talk to him and go through the dialogue and tell him you are ready to look for Avu. After Early Sunset transforms, hopefully you passed the Knowledge Arcana check. Choose the top 3 dialogue options in this order, 1, 2, 3, so top to bottom. Then leave and meet Early Sunset back at the flesh markets. If you have not killed all of the slavers at the flesh markets, I suggest you do that now just to make sure that there is no interference. To do that, just talk to each group of slavers and choose the attack option, and you can kill them one by one. I suggest saving the middle group of slavers for last, otherwise you will have to fight other groups of the slavers with the middle group of slavers. After all of that is done, talk to Early Sunset here and tell him to begin. He'll go talk to the slaver that took Avu. Don't worry, you can't kill this slaver, so she'll be there. Use either stealth or perception to eavesdrop on Early Sunset's conversation. Afterwards, choose the top 3 options in order, 1, then 2, then 3. Again, hopefully you passed the Knowledge Arcana check to notice this. After that, go into the slaver's hideout here. Upon entering, a slave is trying to escape and Early Sunset will stop the slave and suggest trading the slave for Avu. This section here is the biggest reason why I think that this part is required to become a devil. Every time Early Sunset offers advice prior to this, you need to take it, so it makes sense that you would need to take it here as well, even though it runs kind of counter to what an Azata would do. Next, go back here and talk to the slavers. Choose the option to trade the slave for Avu, and then choose the option to kill the demons. Early Sunset then suggests you should take revenge on Samisa. Choose the first option, asking him, what do you want to do? Then choose the bottom option, if we find the snake Ramisa, I'll be ready. Exit the building and Samisa will be there. Go through the dialogue and choose the first option that says Demons and Treachery, Treachery and Demons, and then choose to sing the Song of Elysium. After that, kill the demons, and when you return to dialogue with Samisa, ask her where she got the idea to steal Avu. After that, go ahead and finish off Samisa. Next, Early Sunset will show up. Choose the option that says you need to discuss something with him. Then choose each dialogue option in order from top to bottom. If you passed all of the checks and followed the steps I showed you after you select the second to last dialogue option, Early Sunset will reveal himself to be Mephistopheles. Do not choose the bottom option that says, that's all I wanted to say. Next, choose the top option that says, and to what do I owe such an honor? And then choose the top option that says, so you're going to finish me off? And last, choose the lawful option that says, I had no intention of quarreling with the forces of hell. That's it for this part. You have Avu, you're good to go. I want to say again that I have not seen this in other guides, so it may not be necessary to become a devil. I didn't have time to test it, but I feel like it should affect becoming a devil. And if you play everything out as I'm showing it, the devil option will be available to you in Act 5. Next, at the beginning of Act 5, you will be given the option to change your mythic path. You need to keep the Azata mythic path when given this option. When you gain access to the world map, head to your court right here. You'll talk to your court and you'll notice the second option pertains to Early Sunset. Be sure to choose that option. You can choose the others as well to get some info if you want. If you choose the third option that starts, I need to speak to you all, then you'll be given a choice between two options in dialogue. Choose the second option. The first option basically negates all of the advice that you took earlier from Early Sunset, so choose option 2 here. After this, you'll get a quest to wait for news. It shouldn't take very long before this updates. When it does update, return to your court, and you'll find Early Sunset. Once you start dialogue with Early Sunset, choose the first option that says, what do you suggest? Then choose the evil option to accept the offer. Then do the deed that Early Sunset requires you to do. It only takes a few minutes and it is not difficult. After that, speak to Mephistopheles, and when the dialogue ends, you'll be a devil. Okay, so here's some info that you may want to know about becoming a devil. None of your party members actually leave you. Several do display disgust and revulsion at your choice to become a devil, but they don't actually leave. Or at least if they do, it doesn't happen until later. I have not played the game all the way to the end as a devil, so it's possible some party members may leave before you finish the playthrough. As for all of the abilities that you gained while you were in Azata, you'll get to keep your spells, your superpowers, all your mythic feats and mythic abilities, and your songs. Pretty much everything that you got from being an Azata. But you do not get to keep Avu. I'm sorry, but the devil does not get a dragon. Okay, and now here are my thoughts on the Azata to Devil Mythic Path story sequence. There are no spoilers here, just my opinions. I don't much care for the writing and story of the Azata Mythic Path, but I do like the twist that becoming a devil puts on the story of the Azata. I feel like it's well done, and if you don't have a guide telling you what's going to happen, you really don't even see it coming. Or at least I didn't. I actually didn't even realize it was happening as it was happening, and so I initially made incorrect decisions that forced me to go back from Act 5 to an early Act 3 save in order to become a devil. So what I'm trying to say here is that I do enjoy the writing of it and the story of it, and I think that going from Azata to devil is very well done in this game. Also, the devil has some pretty powerful mechanics that I haven't fully explored yet, but what I have seen is effective and on point thematically. So that's always good. I hope that this video helped you out, and I hope that you enjoy playing the Devil Mythic Path. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a ton. Thank you. This has been Chris with Lorespire. Be well, my friends.